Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Christy.
I'm Jay.
That's Jay. And this video is going to be just a quick update for all of you who are wondering, where is our Earn As You Learn program? That was the last video that I did do on my channel here. So if you have not watched it and you want to know more about it, go ahead and check that video out. I will link it below in the description box. But we do have some updates on it. It has been about 5 months now that this program has been running, and we wanted to go over what the accounts are looking like. How is the program developing and what is it? Just a quick recap for those of you who may not know what Earn As You Learn is. Let's get into just like the SparkNotes version.
Yeah, so Earn As You Learn is two aspects. The earn side, which is the systems that people are seeing, which is the trading ideas, the entries, the exits that we'll show you the stats on, and the learn side, which is the roadmap. We revamped the entire roadmap, broke it down to where you learn the basics. You have a tiered system where you can go the streamline approach where we give you strategies that you could use, or you could develop your own skills, learn your concepts, so on and so forth. Once you have that strategy, you then move into the back testing side where then you figure out your risk management, your reward, all your confluences, and then you build out that back testing data, find your edge, and then ideally implement it in a demo environment. Now, all that being said, that is not a weekend task. That takes months and months over time. And what we've seen in TTF is that so many people rush this process, and you just can't rush building these trading skills. The idea for Earn As You Learn is we supply you with trading ideas. That way you can make a little bit of profit month over month. Ideally, our goal is around 2 to 4%. Some are a little bit higher, some are in that range. That's the goal, is to be able to build up your personal accounts.
Also, with the roadmap, we'll do a video in the future describing it a little bit more and showing it, but there also is an incentive program there too. So every time you complete a tier, you get to submit for a prize, and trying to do a lot more fun things like that to keep you guys encouraged, incentivized to keep going through with your learning journey. And Earn As You Learn is one of those great things that helps to get you profitable very quickly. Okay, so let's look at what the accounts are looking like right now and how have they been holding up.
That's what people are wondering.
Yeah.
What are they looking like?
Okay. So we have three systems. Initially, when we launched, we had two systems. We have heard the feedback from the community and those using this, and there were some people asking for a little more diversity with them. So we added a third system for you. You now have three systems. On average, they are more like beginner friendly, intermediate, advanced. When you are trading these, the beginner friendly tends to look more like swing trading, intermediate tends to look more like intraday, and advanced is more like a scalping style.
System one's been doing pretty well. It's still averaging around 3% a month so far. We have been running this live since May 14th. We have been obviously testing this throughout the first latter half of the year, making sure this is good. But 3% is pretty solid. It's around 36% a year, which I mean,
That's huge.
huge,
Yeah.
huge.
We wanted this to fall between 2 to 4%, and it is falling in there. We have also, worth noting, in the last week, have made an update to System 1 and 2. They are honestly exceeding their expectations with the new update this past week, and they're doing really great. So as of right now, it is performing exactly where we want, and is falling within that like 3% range, which is, between the 2 and the 4 that we were shooting for. Remembering beginner friendly is very easy, very slow moving. You have tons of time to get into those trades when those trade ideas are called out.
System two intraday, but it can still be on the slower kind of swing trading style side. And it is our newer system, and it's averaging a little over 5%, and it could be going a little bit higher. It's been crazy this past week ever since we updated that. And last but not least, we have System 3, the advanced option. Now, if you could trade between late New York into early Tokyo, sometimes it could drift into the beginning of London, depending when trades close. But either way, it's made 40% since May, which is crazy. Some months it's hit 10, and then recently others it's hit 5. We've kept the same risk, so that what, it's 6, 7% a month, but even still, like that's amazing gains.
So you'll see here they do say old System 1 and 2 accounts. Like I just mentioned, we did do an update recently to these systems. And unfortunately, the reason when we come to doing updates, we take them very seriously is because we have to restart the accounts, which kind of is a frustration on our part. But in order to reset the systems, we have to reset with a fresh account, or else the trades that are running will throw it off. Nonetheless, we still have our old 1 and 2 running. These are live accounts. These are real ones that have been running. And up until this week, if you were in the community, you did have access to these accounts on the My Forex books. We did make the announcement that if you wanted access to the screenshots and the account history, just shoot us a message. We're happy to share them. They are still running. They will still continue running. And we are going to allow them to run with the old version just to keep monitoring how that is performing. But as you can see here, this was the one that was running for us for the first few months that Earn As You Learn was out. This is what it currently is looking like as of today, the date of the recording. And that's October 16th. We have a $800 account that we started with, and it is now at 835 and 74 cents, which is about the 4% gain that we had mentioned. And then we have on system two, we had a $1,000 balance that we had started with, and that is now at $1,119.32, which is pretty similar to what we were expecting it to be at right now. And then we'll show you the new systems that have started and we have been tracking over the last week or so and what those are looking like, which are doing really good considering that they are only been running for about a week. Again, we started with the fresh $800 account. As I explained, we had to do that in order to update our system. So that now is at 809 and 80 cents. And the $1,000 account is now at 1,045 and 16
A
cents. So
4.5% gain in a week, which is the craziest we've seen so far.
hopefully this new version of the system 1 and 2 really holds strong as we are hoping for and have seen in our testing. So fingers crossed. But yeah, it's looking great. Now system 3 has not had to get updated. We have just rolled it over and this thing has been just amazing. You can see we started with a $1,000 account and we are now up $403.83 on that account. So that has been awesome to see. This is also linked on the My Forex books. So if you guys are interested in tracking these and seeing what they do, feel free to go ahead and look at them. They are available for you in the community to track and see how everything is doing. As far as getting some help with your Earn As You Learn, let's talk about what we have changed up a bit and added in as requested by the community. And I think this has been a great request, honestly. We now are offering you guys additional reviews and analysis to go over the trade ideas that you're getting. So while the earn part is trade ideas that are handed to you in the Discord community, and the learning part is you working your way through the roadmap, we understand that just being handed a trade idea is kind of frustrating and you're like, where's the logic? We're giving you the logic. We do give you the logic for system 1 and 2. You receive a live with Bear who will go over the system 1 trades with you, the ideas that are current or the current running ones, and will update you on thoughts about them, doing an analysis with you throughout those lives. Those are always recorded and you can access them in our live recording section in the Discord. If you are looking for midweek updates, Jay gives those to you. So you will get a Wednesday and a Friday update that is a write out as well as a chart markup explaining everything for the running trades that are currently open or ideas that are currently open. He was covered by Alex, one of our streamers. You can catch that on his lives as well. And those are usually 1, if not 2, at least a week. He also is streaming live on YouTube now. For those of you who are just following us on YouTube and you're not in the community, we have now started offering lives with TTF, so you can watch his live content. And some of our other streamers will be migrating over to doing just like YouTube lives as well. So trying to give back to those of you who can't join in the community, but you can also follow other trading ideas and markups on our TTF YouTube live. So I'll link that in the description box below as well. So go check out the TTF YouTube.
It was highly requested in the community that they wanted something to use with personal accounts and also higher time frames because a lot of people have those 9 to 5s and they don't have the time to be able to trade nonstop. What's nice about Earn As You Learn is that you don't have to be right there to take the trade right when a trade idea comes. If anything, you will find better entries simply by waiting. And that was another reason why we started doing the analysis because me, Alex, and Bear go over ways of you might have seen the trade idea buy happen here, but it can easily pull back to these areas. That way you have to hold less drawdown and you can potentially make more gain than the actual systems themselves. That was our complete design. Also with prop firms, because I know people are going to ask about prop firms. This was another idea of bringing analysis to people because you will need better entries to work with prop firms. You will also have to de-risk a little bit with your lot size as well as get better entries to make that work.
If you ever have questions too about like a risk or how you could maybe minimize it a little bit to work with a prop firm, we also are testing prop firms in the background and trying to really figure out what the proper way to work with them are. Every prop firm is different. There are different rules for each of them. There's different drawdown for each of them. So that is a bit specific, but feel free to reach out in the community in the Earn As You Learn chat, and we're happy to try and help you through that. I feel like this has been one of the most successful programs we've seen and very high in demand as far as people really sticking with it. And we are happy to see that. That was the point of this, is that people would be able to have something that they can see positive returns on very quickly into their trading careers while still learning that skill. And that's been great to see. I've really been watching like the chats and watching the people who started with us and seeing their analysis grow. Jay can probably agree. There's just been so much confidence that people have built. I can already tell, and just like the way that they're approaching the charts when they see a trade idea come versus even day one, some of those who have been with us. And that's been awesome to see. And whether they recognize it or not, we recognize the growth in their trading abilities. And it's definitely showing in the testimonials, as you'll see through the screen. Like you'll see just scrolling, tons of people are posting. There is also an incentive program for this as well because we love giving away prizes. So obviously, if you're doing well with the Earn As You Learn program, we want you to share that. We want you to be able to earn a prize for it. So definitely make sure that if you're in the community already and you haven't seen that, go check out the incentive program for that one as well. I want to also know that, if you follow the news, things are kind of crazy right now, right? And I will say that we are mostly price action traders, but I think that the guys have done a fabulous job at helping the newer people entering into the Earn As You Learn or into the community, really recognizing how important fundamentals and news can be to your price action trading. So I think that's been great, and kudos to all the guys who have been doing that. And I think a lot of people are learning that there's never anything that's perfect, right? There's always risk when it comes to trading, even with the Earners Learn program. It's not like a straight line straight into profit all the time. But I think having the understanding of how the news can affect it, a news event, or what's going on in the economies and the world in general with each of these pairs, also understanding the price action in certain levels and how each of them are holding. And I think it's been huge for a lot of people to piece it all together. And I think that that's where this additional content that we've added in is really helping, and that goes to show in the way that they've been adapting it into their own personal styles. So congratulations to everyone who's done that, and kudos to the guys who have been really working with the news and through some very volatile times in the market. So to see the systems holding up, to see that people have been able to do it through it, that's awesome. And I think that should be a really reassuring, because a nice boring market will do fantastic then. But to see it doing this well in a more volatile market is actually really great. But with that all being said, if you guys are interested in the Earn As You Learn program, and you're not a part of the TTF community, you can go ahead and check out the link in the description box below. I'll also post it across the screen here. So it's www.trdfloor.com. You go there, you can join into our monthly membership we have, or our yearly membership. You will register through the website, but once you register through the website, you go take the Earn As You Learn course. It's about 2 hours of content. It is required. You do need to get the certificate of completion so that we know that you know how to place a trade safely. But we do require you to have the bare bones, about 2 hours or so of some educational content. It's not that hard, I promise, but it is required. So go through that, get that done. And then once you get that certificate, join our Discord, and then you'll be able to get started with the trade ideas. And then the system 1, 2, and 3 trade ideas will come through the Discord community for you. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to our customer service as well. I'll also link them below in the description box. That's it for right now for this video. Okay, spoiler alert, we will see you soon. I know I go pretty long in between my videos because, I trade. I don't do YouTube like that, but I do have another fun announcement, a trading competition coming up soon. So we will see you actually soon in another video.
Sure.
Yeah.
See that?
Bye, guys.